non-local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm AJ Douglas, and thanks for joining us. First tonight, Maine State Police are investigating a hit-and-run incident in Stockton Springs that left an elderly couple hospitalized. We spoke to a Stockton Springs resident that witnessed the incident from the very beginning when a vehicle struck a motorized tricycle at Harrison Road in Stockton Springs intersection and allegedly kept driving. Holly Felino says she and another Good Samaritan stayed with both passengers until an ambulance arrived. Ferlino says the male passenger sustained visible injuries to the nose and road rash. Ferlino describes the vehicle she reportedly witnessed strike the motorized trike.
It was a older white GMC or Chevy extended cab. It had a visible sticker on the back, but I wasn't sure what it was. It had black rims.
Law enforcement has not released official details at this time. All information provided is based on first-hand witness accounts. In other news, there are details in an officer-involved shooting in Alton. Maine State Police say around 9:45 Friday morning. Troopers received information that a vehicle Brewer police were on the lookout for was in the vicinity of 180 Argyle Road in Alton. They say when troopers arrived, an individual identified as Javon Carter was allegedly assaulting a female passenger. Carter then allegedly attempted to flee and drove at one of the troopers. Maine State Police Corporal Blaine Silk fired his weapon, striking Carter. Troopers then rendered aid to both Carter and his passenger. Maine State Police say the passenger sustained serious injuries from the assault and not the gunfire. Both were transported by ambulance to Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center. We spoke with a nearby Alton resident who says he was shocked by how close the incident was to his home.
It happened basically within sight of my house. Pretty alarming, really. My daughter was home with my girlfriend and whatnot, so it's concerning, obviously, but very surprised about it, really.
Police say the scene is contained and there's no danger to the public. The Office of the Attorney General will investigate the police-involved shooting. Maine State Police will continue to investigate the assault that occurred prior to the shooting. In other news, authorities are investigating an alleged inappropriate relationship between a staff member and a student at Bangor High School. The Bangor school system made that announcement Friday morning. They say they learned about the alleged behavior on Wednesday, and police and the Department of Health and Human Services have been notified. Officials are not releasing additional details as the investigation continues. Bangor School Superintendent James Tager released a statement saying their primary concern is the well-being of safety of students. He says if any student feels they need to talk to someone or has questions or concerns, they're encouraged to reach out to a trusted teacher, counselor, or social worker. We'll have more information on the case as it continues to go available. We're right on summer's doorsteps, and Maine State parks are severely understaffed for lifeguards. There is hope they can fill out this summer staffing in the next few weeks. Asia Reed is hearing concerns from beachgoers about keeping people safe during the summer.
Summer weather is driving Mainers to the beach on this holiday weekend.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yeah, just to be out in the sun, hang out with friends. I work in a school, so get summer vacation would be awesome.
Although many are jumping the gun on beach season, some experts say there could be a lack of lifeguards protecting beachgoers. At Maine State Parks right now, lifeguard coordinator Sean Valancourt says there are no lifeguards on duty right now, and there won't be for the next few weeks.
Across the state, I think we have a total of 47 positions available. And obviously, we'd love to have them all filled and have even more lifeguards if that was a possibility, but that usually isn't the case.
Valancourt says he won't know for sure if they will be fully staffed until opening week.
We get a lot of college kids that come back late and are last minute to get all their paperwork in.
Valancourt says he hopes the state will be better staffed this summer compared to last year amid the ongoing worker shortage. This does concern some beachgoers.
I mean, a little bit, especially for kids if they don't know how to swim. I'm a pretty strong swimmer, but it's always important to have lifeguards, especially for young kids.
While folks are enjoying their time right now, Valancourt reminds people to stay safe whether lifeguard chairs are filled or not.
Being safe out there and making sure that you're swimming with people and being aware of your own swimming abilities.
Down East community partners were in full force collecting much-needed hygiene products as a part of their top-to-bottom drive. Tables were set up at 5 locations throughout Washington and Hancock counties to collect donations. They're in need of everything from cleaning supplies to diapers, shampoo, toothbrushes, and deodorant. The goal is to get people essential supplies they may not have available access to in other assistance programs.
So with the cost of food and everything going up, people are just having to kind of ration what they do have, and we want to be able to support and offer them, little items to help their days go easier.
You can find a list of critically needed supplies on their website, downeastcommunitypartners.org. Their hope is that as people shop for Memorial Weekend, they will consider picking up something extra for those in need. In other news, a local historical landmark is open for another season. Devin Dagnall takes us there.
The team at Old Fort Western has once again opened its doors for Memorial Day weekend. Here, they're offering a glimpse into what life might have been like nearly 300 years ago.
Where else can I work on a building that's 269 years old?
I like finding historical details. I like knowing how things work.
Stan Novak and Sage Vietz-Otten are historic interpreters at the fort, not reenactors, which, according to Novak, is an important distinction.
I'm not a reenactor.
Okay.
I'm a historic interpreter who only does reenacting when I have to.
Both give tours around the fort to provide insight as to what life was like in colonial America, and they spare no details. The interpreters cover information ranging from table manners to ammunition variations. With so many different aspects of historical life, it's not surprising to know different guests will come for different topics, according to Novak.
A lot of them come here because they're history buffs. A lot of them come through because they're Arnold enthusiasts. A lot of people just like their earlier history. A lot of people come just for the account books.
Vietz-Otten says parents can often turn the family trip into a lesson about more than just history.
I hear parents all the time talking to their kids who had, that was the days, you wouldn't have been on your phone then. I'm like, well, of course not. But you needed to survive. You need to survive now too. It's not to say there aren't good things to take away. It's important to know how we got to where we are now. That includes the hard work, that includes the fun.
Old Fort Western is currently open Friday through Monday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more details, check out this story on our website, foxbangor.com. In Augusta, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Troop Greeters are a dedicated group of men and women. Friday, the volunteers were honored at the Bangor International Airport for their efforts to support traveling troops. Maine Troop Greeters run the possibility of being paged at a moment's notice due to the confidentiality surrounding military flights. 12 fallen greeters were honored with their names added to the brick pavilion at the Bangor International Airport.
During my military service, when me and my brothers came back home, we were sped at and definitely treated badly, and we made the determination that never again will one generation of American servicemen and women face what we faced.
Paul Martin, Bob McLaughlin, C. Reynolds, and Julie Rudnicki.
They were the first people that these troops saw and were greeted with handshakes, coins, symbols, smiles, hugs, and just a warm, warm welcome.
If you missed the annual brig dedication ceremony, you can visit the pavilion anytime. A local museum is hosting a course that has students rolling up their sleeves to learn a new skill. Our David Ledford has more.
The 19th century Curran Village in Orrington is teaching a week-long course on how to build a timber frame structure. Students will learn how to use mortise and tenon joints, a conventional method for joining wood without the use of metal fasteners. Museum director Robert Schmick says there is value in learning traditional skills.
If you want a home that's built like this, it's quite expensive to have done. So there are a lot of do-it-yourselfers here.
By the end of the week, organizers hope to have a portion of the building's frame completed. Those who join the course say they hope to put the hands-on experience to use.
I'm getting a sawmill, so I'll be able to saw up the beams that we use for it. I want to do a barn-style building to hold the sawmill. I thought this would be a good thing to do on the side. my own stuff and maybe even for other people.
On the first day of the course, students learned about the history of the construction method, hand tool maintenance, and more.
If you have built the walls this way, you can't expand it or change it very easily, where with this, you just put up another bend and the building just keeps going.
Schmick says that the course is also more than just a learning experience. The work put in by the students will go towards expanding the museum.
The building that they will be constructing will house an industrial pottery kiln. So we plan on introducing a pottery ceramics program here at Curran Village.
The museum will hold additional workshops this fall. To learn more, visit curranhomestead.org. In Orrington, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In light of the holiday weekend, dozens of veterans and community members gathered Saturday at the Veterans Memorial Park in Lewiston ahead of Memorial Day on Monday. Fallen vets were honored and remembered for their sacrifices through a wreath presentation, speeches, and music. Family and friends of vets, the Air Force, Junior ROCT, and Boy Scouts all showed their support by waving the flag through the ceremony. The veterans in attendance Saturday say they reflect on their own service when they honor their brothers and sisters before them.
I never thought about this when I was younger, but as you get older, friends, relatives, business associates, colleagues pass away, so I guess I'm lucky to still be here.
Louis Talarico says he fought in the Vietnam War for 2 years and describes Memorial Day ceremonies as very moving to him. We love to hear it. Let's turn things over to Kyra Supinski, who's in now with the first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, AJ. Happy Sunday to you. Guess what? Record high temperatures outside today. We hit 91 degrees. Barbecue weather? Oh yeah, definitely some barbecue weather. Maybe some outdoor beach weather. Riding a bike would be nice, getting a nice little breeze. But 91 degrees. Wow, can you believe it? Finally, we did it. Record high temperatures. 80s by the coast. Of course, that water keeping things a little bit cooler. The water is still pretty chilly, so a little breeze off the ocean is creating a little bit cooler weather by the coast, but still 80s, 90s. Oh, wow, it is hot. Not only here in our state, but the south, of course, Midwest, the upper Midwest, even all the way up into Canada. Look at Pickle Lake. They are definitely not in a pickle this time around with temperatures back in the 80s. For the most part, we were clear. We saw lots of sunshine out there today. Hopefully, folks had your sunscreen and some shades because it was definitely feeling hot. Tonight, though, we're looking at temperatures continuing cool off, hovering close to 50 degrees. AJ?
Thanks, Conrad. It did get pretty hot. Now, stay with us. We'll be right back after this brief break.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has a cost-friendly Kia with your name on it. Choose from our fleet of front-wheel drives, all-wheel drives, hybrids, and fully electric vehicles, all affordable, tech-packed, and great on gas. Check out the all-new 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid with 54 mpg highway, or check out the new 2023 Kia Sportage or Sorrento. All come loaded with safety features and are great on gas. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Who is it?
Lance Armstrong?
He is a real astronaut.
Some folks get me confused with Neil Armstrong.
I think we're alone now.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
We're back with Crime Scene Kitchen. Your challenge is to recreate the mystery dessert using only the clues left behind.
This is my kind of cake.
Were you trying to make it messy, or did it just turn out that way?
What is that?
So good.
Crime Scene Kitchen returns Monday, June 5th on Fox.
For anyone who's endured the trauma of a fire at their home, that trauma can be made even worse when pets are injured or killed. A Maine nonprofit is working to equip fire departments and EMT units with a valuable tool to help save those furry family members. The Pond Project works to deliver pet oxygen masks free of charge to fire and rescue units in the state. They say they can be used on scene to treat animals who need oxygen, often due to smoke inhalation. The masks come in varying sizes and are specifically designed to fit over your pet's face. The design is critical to effectively deliver the life-saving oxygen your pet may need. Cumberland Animal Control Officer Bobby Silscott says his work as a CO and his past work as a firefighter and EMT in Naples inspired him to start the Pond Project.
Typically, if there's a structure fire and the family isn't home at that time, when they return home, the first thing they ask is, where are my pets? And experiencing that personally really had a profound impact on me.
Silscott says the main fundraising method for the Pond Project is Silscott's work teaching pet first aid and CPR classes. The proceeds from the classes are what is used to purchase the pet oxygen kits, which Silscott says he likes to deliver in person.
It kind of gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling thinking about it. You know, firefighters and EMTs, they want to do everything they can on scene to help. That's what they're there for. And to just be able to provide this particular tool to put in their tool bag not only means a lot to me, but it means a lot to them and ultimately to the pet owners.
So far, the Pond Project has already delivered these life-saving masks to more than 600 rescue units across the state. If your department would like one or more of these kits, we have contact information for the Pond Project and Bobby Silscott on this story on our website, foxbangor.com. The Pond Project is on Facebook as well. Maine's Marine Patrol is prepping for a busy weekend on the coast. The work they do covers more territory than you might think. Our David Lefford got to go along for a ride.
We work as close as we can with the Coast Guard as far as search and rescue.
It's also the protection of the marine resources.
We'll board boats, we'll check their harvest.
Maine's Marine Patrol officers do a bit of everything. This means protecting life both on the water and under it.
Marine Patrol plays a huge role in regulating and enforcing marine resources, which are hugely important to Maine's economy, like lobsters and clams and all of those, so we're all really passionate about protecting those resources.
Officers say that the job brings with it an ocean of opportunities. And this Memorial Day weekend, they're keeping a watchful eye over Maine's waters.
You can pretend that you have an idea when you leave the house in the morning, but the reality is you can get blown in any different direction. It's a little bit of everything, quite honestly. There's a lot of things you expect, but then there's a lot of things that happen and you say, I didn't see that coming.
Marine Patrol officers say they know how quickly a day on the water can go from routine to unexpected. That's why they're asking Mainers to remember safe boating practices this weekend.
Limit your alcohol consumption, preferably have someone that's not consuming at all. If you're going to be out on a vessel, make sure you have your PFDs.
Patrol vessel sergeant to fishing vessel seawind.
Maine's coastal environment, it's absolutely gorgeous, but it also is deadly. Throughout the years, we've seen the impact of that. Dress for that water temperature because it's cold. It's darn cold.
Officers say they are often working around the clock to safeguard boating Mainers.
We'll be out for 24, 36, 48 hours. So we'll match what they're doing, you know, and you hear that a lot, like, what are you guys doing out here? But like, well, you're out.
Officers ask that anyone who hits the water this weekend brings first aid supplies, flotation devices, and a reliable form of communication. In Southwest Harbor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Bangor Historical Society is getting ready to reopen for the season on Memorial Day. The Historical Society is located inside the former Thomas A. Hill House on Union Street in Bangor. The structure was built in 1836 for Hill, who was a lawyer and amateur architect. Visitors who stop by will see a double parlor filled with furniture pieces, flatware, and attire from the past generations. A lot of military history as well. The Bangor Historical Society will be open on Memorial Day from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. After the holiday, visitors are welcome Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sundays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be right back after these brief commercials. Stay with us.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
Healing Hands Massage in Hamden provides professional massage services tailored specifically for our clients. Healing Hands Massage offers a variety of different massage techniques and services. Healing Hands Massage also offers spa services such as facials, body scrubs, and paraffin wax for the hands and feet. Are you looking for a day of relaxation? Healing Hands Massage offers outstanding packages at reasonable rates. Whether you're looking for relief from chronic pain, stiffness, or just want to treat yourself to a day of relaxation, Healing Hands Massage is the place for you.
The furniture you've been looking for is in stock and on sale at the Furniture Gallery. Spring into savings with great deals like 10% off all in-stock recliners. And refresh your home with the new sofa and love seat set. 3 choices, just $9.99. Sleep better with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar. Queen mattresses starting at only $2.99. The Furniture Gallery brings you better brand names, plus a bigger in-stock selection, all at the lowest prices around. Support our main family-owned business and save money at the Furniture Gallery.
Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. We are the top source for screen printing, embroidery, branded merchandise, and direct-to-garment printing. With 25 years experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and a commitment to excellence, why trust your apparel products with anyone else? And now, Brandywine Graphics can easily launch online stores for your school or organization. Simply design your products from brands like Eddie Bauer, Carhartt, and more. Share the link and we'll do the rest. Like we said, Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. Find out more at brandywinegraphics.com or at our Hamden location.
Comfort Shoes and More is your destination for all of your spring and summer footwear essentials. We have trained podorthists on site, and our friendly, caring, and knowledgeable staff will make sure you are fitted with the proper footwear that is perfect for you. We have Power Lace shoes, the self-lacing shoe activated by your body weight. Just step in and go. We have many new sandal styles from Hoka, Teba, Power Step, Stride, and more. Come visit Comfort Shoes and More in Newport to find the perfect shoes for you.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
President Biden and Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy make a deal on the debt ceiling. Fox's Chad Pergram reports on what happens next.
The White House and Republicans reach a tentative deal on the debt ceiling, avoiding a potential default. The plan suspends the debt limit until January 2025, and it cuts $1.9 billion from the IRS this year. That's funding that Congress gave the agency as part of last year's Inflation Reduction Act. Under the deal, non-defense spending would remain relatively low next year. It climbs by only 1% in 2025.
There is so much in this that's positive, and measure it to all the other debt ceilings. This is really a step in the right direction.
McCarthy says House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries told him there's nothing in the bill for Democrats. But Jeffries' take was a bit different.
It protects Social Security. It protects Medicare. It protects Medicaid. It protects veterans. It protects the American people. Well, I do expect that there will be Democratic support once we have the ability to actually be fully briefed by the White House.
McCarthy says the bill sits for 72 hours before he brings it up for a vote in the House, perhaps on Wednesday.
A Republican primary debate won't happen until August. The Iowa caucuses and New Hampshire primary are still 8 months away, but that's where the candidates are headed. The 2024 November presidential election campaign appears to be in almost full swing. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson has details.
Although Governor Ron DeSantis officially kicks off his ground campaign in Iowa later this month, he's busy trying to kneecap his current rival, former President Trump, saying he thinks the GOP's top contender is moving to the left.
I don't know what happened to Donald Trump. This is a different guy today than when he was running in 2015 and 2016. And I think the direction that he's going with his campaign is the wrong direction.
DeSantis' long-awaited announcement on Twitter ran into some technical problems. Despite that, the news did create some major revenue for his campaign, bringing in a record-breaking $8.2 million in donations in the first 24 hours.
I think Ron DeSantis' popularity surprised Elon Musk and his engineers, and it took down the site for about 15 or 20 minutes, but we got back up.
Trump now pushing back against the latest attacks, poking fun at the Florida governor's entrance into the race and calling his rollout a, quote, disaster.
Rob DeSanctimonious and his poll numbers are dropping like a rock. The question, is Rob just young, inexperienced, and naive, or, more troubling, is he a fool who has no idea what the hell he's doing?
South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, who officially joined the Republican field of Nikki Haley, Asa Hutchinson, and Vivek Ramaswamy on Monday, warned that Democrats could use the words of GOP candidates against each other.
Everything we say about each other, the Democrats will weaponize against all of us, no matter who the nominee is.
The Biden campaign has not released the amount of money it has raised since the president announced he was running for re-election over a month ago. At the White House, Lucas Tomlinson, Fox News.
Texas lawmakers move closer to a stunning impeachment vote against the state's attorney general, a rising star in national Republican politics. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has more from New York.
The chair moves that the committee adopt the articles of impeachment.
A stunning reversal of fortune for a rising Republican star. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, known nationally for his hardline stance on immigration, is now facing 20 articles of impeachment from a House committee. It came after months of investigations into allegations including bribery, unfitness for office, and abuse of public trust, triggered by multiple complaints by whistleblowers.
They tried to advise him well, often, and strongly. And when that failed, each was fired after reporting General Paxton to law enforcement.
This is not the first time Paxton has faced legal trouble. He was indicted in 2015 on securities fraud charges, and he's currently being investigated by the FBI for allegedly using his office to help his political backers. If he's impeached, he would have to leave office immediately under state law. But it's not clear how much support the measure will have. Paxton says lawmakers are trying to, quote, overthrow the will of the people, and Texas has only impeached 2 lawmakers in its history. The last time was almost 50 years ago. But lawmakers say this investigation is different. The evidence is overwhelming, and they predict the impeachment will be successful.
It's really unfortunate, and I think the fact that this has come this far tells you that this is serious enough that people are looking past party labels.
Impeachment requires a simple majority vote in the Texas House of Representatives. The trial would then move to the state Senate. In New York, Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
We'll be right back after these brief commercials. Stay with us.
Beat Shazam is back with guest host Nick Cannon and DJ Kelly Osbourne. Please come take this $1 million. Beat Shazam, Tuesdays on Fox.
Up in Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up in Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
At Firehouse Subs, we give you craveable subs that are piping hot and piled high. And a portion of every purchase helps give them the life-saving equipment they need. Order online or on the app for contactless pickup or delivery. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Say goodbye to lag times and death spirals with our crazy fast fiber internet. At GoNet Speed, we've dropped our prices on fiber. That means hello to fast fiber internet starting at just $49.95 per month. Or go up to 1 gig, that's 1,000 megabits per second, for only $69.95 a month. The lowest prices we've ever offered. No contract, no hidden fees, no joke. Visit GoNetSpeed.com to check availability in your area.
Where in America do the best cooks come from? Sharpen your knives.
MasterChef United Tastes of America. Wednesdays on Fox and stream on Hulu.
Up and Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
A Memorial Day weekend tradition continues with the 34th Annual National Memorial Day Concert, honoring the service and sacrifice of our servicemen and women, veterans, and military families. We spoke with the host and Gold Star family member Monica McGee Duncan about this year's program. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with more.
The 34th National Memorial Day Concert airs live from the U.S. Capitol, hosted by Gary Sinise and Joe Mantegna.
It's really turned into the most important thing that I do every year.
Mantegna became involved 22 years ago in the concert, which brings people together to remember the meaning of the holiday.
By doing that concert at that time really opened my eyes to just the sacrifices that have been made over the course of our history.
Personal stories this year include one of 3 generations of a Gold Star family whose oldest child, Sergeant Anthony McGee, was killed in action in Iraq. Monica McGee Duncan shared memories of her brother.
His biggest thing is like family is everything over everything. He was that person that gave. If he had $1, he gave you 99 cents of that dollar and kept a penny for himself. That's how big of a giver he was. So I feel like that he was brought into this world to give, and coming into the world he gave, and going out he gave.
She told us what having this tribute means to her family.
It means a lot to myself and my family. It's an honor to even be able to tell his story. I think his biggest message that he would have sung off if he was still here is to love your family while you can.
We're proud of your son.
There will be musical performances by Trace Atkins, Yolanda Adams, and more. The night will also again bring attention to ways to continue to support our military and military families.
It will allow people to be able to, not only just educate themselves, but also find help and aid needed in certain areas that we'll touch upon in the concert.
The National Memorial Day Concert airs Sunday on PBS at 8 p.m. Eastern and on the American Forces Network. Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, with many Americans celebrating by breaking out the grills. But to prevent you and your barbecue guests from coming down with a bad case of food poisoning, health professionals say you need to make sure your grub is kept at a safe temperature. Fox's Kevin Cork is digging in to learn more.
In line from check-in,
general security screening,
to the security checkpoint, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is packed for the Memorial Day travel rush.
It's been extremely busy. See, I haven't flown since 2019, so I was just kind of amping myself up for this.
So we're expecting this to be a record-setting start to the summer travel season, and based on the way travel bookings are looking, there's a good chance that this summer could be one for the history books as well.
More than 40 million people are expected to travel this long weekend, with air travel set to exceed pre-pandemic levels and become one of the busiest holidays in years. Many passengers arrived at their gates with plenty of time to spare, hoping to beat the rush.
We've had so many flight hiccups in the past and travel hiccups in the past, we decided to get here early.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg putting the pressure on after last year's meltdowns at airports across the country due to staffing shortages.
Cancellation and delay rates were at
unacceptable proportions last year. And it's important that that not happen again.
The good news for drivers hitting the road to their holiday destination, AAA says gas prices are down around 30 cents a gallon in the past 30 days, meaning it costs around $1 per gallon less than what it did last Memorial Day weekend. Another good sign for those who are traveling. The nation's airlines say they are better staffed and ready for the weekend and summer rush. In Atlanta, Charles Watson, Fox News.
Tourists are headed to the coast this weekend, causing some major traffic on the roadways. Up in the Northeast, visitors are flocking to the quaint villages of Cape Cod for a kickoff to summer getaway, with many surprises by the amount of travelers on the road. Despite the congestion, AAA still reports the amount of Americans traveling this weekend is below pre-pandemic numbers. An estimated 37 million Americans are expected to hit the road, driving at least 50 miles from home this Memorial Day weekend. In other news, bankers at First Republic get an update on their future employment statuses. Twitter isn't giving up on its Spaces platform just yet. Airlines brace for the summer travel chaos, and a family movie night returns to Regal Cinema. Here's the latest in tonight's business news.
J.P. Morgan Chase notifying about 1,000 First Republic Bank employees they no longer have jobs. The bank saying they did offer employment to nearly 85% of First Republic employees in a transitional or full-time role. J.P. Morgan acquired most of First Republic's assets earlier this month after the San Francisco bank was seized by the federal government, marking the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. Airlines say another travel nightmare could last well into the summer. Airport officials blaming it on the ongoing staffing shortage of air traffic controllers, claiming they are struggling to handle flight demands, as the number of certified traffic controllers is at a 30-year low, according to the FAA. Twitter saying it will, quote, keep experimenting with its Twitter Spaces platform as it looks to make it a place for political candidates to connect with voters. Democratic presidential candidate Robert Kennedy Jr. saying he can't wait to join Musk on the platform. And Regal Cinema is bringing back its $2 movie nights for kids. The chain will play family-friendly flicks all summer long on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. CJ Papa, Fox News.
Conrad Supinski's in next with our full 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
Let's go. We did it. Record high temperatures outside today. We had 91 degrees. It's going to be a little bit cooler the next couple of days, and then more heat rolls in. How warm will it get? Are we going to see record temperatures again? I'll have the answers coming up.
Ready to create your backyard oasis? Alexander's Professional Landscaping will work with you to create your perfect outdoor space. Work one-on-one with our landscape designer to create a unique garden to fit your family's personal aesthetics and lifestyle. Have our pros install your new lawn, deck, or patio. Schedule a consultation today by calling 573-4497. Alexander's Professional Landscaping, the way landscaping should be.
Spring into adventure in a new truck or SUV from Quirk Chevrolet in Bangor. Take advantage of rebates on the tough and dependable 2023 Silverado Custom and save $76.40. Or explore the small SUV Chevy Equinox LT with style, versatility, and plenty of standard features. Save $22.71. Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? Quirk Motor City has your next certified car, truck, or SUV with over 400 vehicles to choose from. It's your Chevy. Find it at Quirk in Bangor, Portland, and Rockland.
Pepper's Landing is the definition of authentic Maine dining. Named in honor of our grandfather, the primary focus at Pepper's Landing is offering a variety of fresh, locally harvested seafood to all. We take pride in our quality and selection, but it doesn't end with just seafood. We also offer delicious selections of burgers, pasta, steaks, and more. So stop in to any of our locations and see what Pepper's Landing is all about.
Hey Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Local weekly winners receive prizes from Herman Meadow Golf Club or The Local. Register now at foxbangor.com. You Pick'em Red Sox is sponsored by Bruns Chiropractic Clinic in Bangor Eddington Store in Eddington, Main Collision Center in Bangor, and Twin City Tile in Brewer.
Could you sing in the blanks for $1 million prize?
Two things everybody loves, music and money.
Don't forget the lyrics, Tuesdays on Fox.
Happy Sunday and welcome back, folks. Let's get right into the weather forecast, especially these temperatures we've been having. Look at all these blue colors. These are indications some cooler air the last couple of weeks. Look what happened yesterday, though. 80 degrees finally in the red. Guess what happened today? Record high temperature of 91 degrees. Definitely some barbecue type of weather, maybe a beach type of weather day. Hopefully folks enjoyed it this weekend. Perfect timing, I'd say, right in time for a Memorial Day with these really hot temperatures in the area. Our average high should be around 70 degrees. Look what happens. Tomorrow into Tuesday, we cool off slightly. We're going to be closer to average, still above average. Look what happens. Wednesday, Thursday into Friday. More near record high temperatures will be in the area, especially on Thursday. 91 degrees. It is going to be hot once again. So get those air conditioners ready because it's going to feel hot the next coming week. At least we do have a little bit of a breeze, cooling things off slightly. The coast, though, look at this. Machias, 19-mile-an-hour winds. Bar Harbor into Rockland, we're looking at a solid 10 to 15-mile-per-hour sustained wind. Here in town, we're looking at only an 8-mile-an-hour wind, but look up north. We're looking at 20, 23-mile-an-hour winds, so it is pretty gusty outside today. Good timing with this hot air rolling on in, keeping things just a little bit cooler for us. Other than that, we've been clear. Lots of sunshine out there. No precipitation for us this time around. Down south, though, we're looking at the Carolinas, still getting in on a couple of showers and lighter thunderstorms out there. Some isolated thunderstorms, of course, happening by Oklahoma. And in the western states, for the most part, nothing severe today. We're going to stay dry and feeling dry the next couple of days up until, I'd say, Thursday into the Friday timeframe. Dew points will start to rise. It's going to feel a little bit more sticky and muggy outside with those temperatures, of course, back in the 80s. For us, though, tonight, 51 degrees, mostly clear skies, and a breeze out of the north, gusting close to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, a lot cooler. We're looking at low to mid 70s outside, mostly sunny, so it's still going to feel pretty warm outside for Memorial Day. Our extended forecast outlook does show much, much warmer temperatures rolling on in. Look at Wednesday, Thursday into Friday. 80s even, 91 degrees by Thursday will be in the area, and we'll continue to stay dry up until Thursday night into Friday. AJ?
Thanks, Conrad. All right, that's perfect weather for tomorrow's holiday. Stay with us. We'll be right back with sports with Ryan Sudol.
Update your outdoor living space and make the most of your outdoor life with a new deck from Hammond Lumber Company. From wood to low-maintenance composite and PVC decking, Hammond has the materials, knowledge, and experience to help you get everything you need for that perfect new deck. Railing options include wood, composite, aluminum, and the modern look of cable railing. Your Hammond sales rep can answer any questions and will walk you through your options. Get the deck you want, the one you deserve, when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
After getting into a car accident, my husband and I were unsure of how to deal with the other insurance company.
We made the decision to reach out to the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
One phone call got the ball rolling.
It was a free evaluation, but it was a big relief.
They were easy to work with, and it was clear right away that they cared about our situation.
Knowing that we had Joe's team working for us
and fighting for us
meant that I could focus on healing.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Welcome to your family fun entertainment center, Movie Rocket Entertainment Galaxy. Movie Rocket has newly renovated cinemas, and the Starcade features all the best video and arcade games around. Movie Rocket, 268 Odland Road in Bangor, and at movierocketbangor.com.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with half-off fun from foxbangor.com.
The world's most famous final furlong comes to Fox. The 2023 Belmont Stakes, June 10th.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with Maine baseball. Huge day Saturday for the top-seeded Black Bears as they face number 3 seed Binghamton in the America East Championship game. With a win, Maine reaches their first NCAA tournament in 12 years. Let's go bottom 3. Maine up 2-0. Jeremiah Jenkins lets one rip in a deep right into the bullpen. It's now 3-0 Black Bears. Bottom 4 and the bats would keep coming. Runner on base for Maine, and Jake Marquez pulls one into deep left. See you later. 2-run bomb, and Maine is now up by 5. Top of the 9th now. Binghamton looking to fend off elimination, and Kevin Giselle sends one to right for the solo shot to put the Bearcats on the board for the first time. But closer Justin Baynes would get settled in fast after that. Strikes out 2 of the next 3 batters to close it out for Maine. They win their first America East title since 2011, and they move on to NCAA regionals next week. Congrats to the champs. Speaking of champs, over in Brewer Saturday were the Penobscot Valley Conference Small School Track and Field Championships. Let's check out a couple of those events. 17 schools being represented in total at an event on a gorgeous day. We'll start with the girls 1600, headlined by superstars Ruth White of Orono and T.N. Ewings from Holton. Ewings actually defeated Ruth White in this event at this meet last year, handing her only loss in solo competition ever in high school. They were neck and neck the whole way ahead of the pack, but in the end it was Ruth White breaking a 20-year-old record with a time of 5 minutes, 0.47 seconds to avenge last year and regain her 1600 title. But she says it means much more important things to her than that.
My goal was just to PR and get the team as many points as possible.
Place, throwing 107
I wouldn't say it was anything about getting her back. She's a great runner, and I was just really excited to get to race her again because we haven't raced yet this year.
Okay, now to the boys' high jump. More than a dozen jumpers from 7 different schools. The 5'8" mark, there are 3 jumpers that remain. Foxcroft Academy's Jackson Smith charging on, and just look at the arch of the back to get over with ease on his second try. Next, Orono's Will Francis, he barely clears the pole on his second attempt. Nice. And then on his final try, Orono's Alex Mayhew advances right there. He'd go on to finish 3rd, and now at 5'10", Smith again making it look easy. He clears the pole. Francis could not match, so Jackson Smith is the conference high jump champion. He's also the defending state champion, so this makes him feel even better heading into next weekend.
I feel very confident in myself, and I think I can get it done. I was there last year, and I ended up winning, so I think I can do it again.
And here are the team results for the PVC Small School Championships. Orono runs away with the boys. 178-67 for GSA and 62 for Foxcroft, and Bucksport wins girls 164 over Orono's 131 and Holton's 62. If you want full results of the individual events, head to our website. Okay, now let's move to some high school baseball and up to Lincoln, where Mackinac Cook Academy's team is one of the top dogs in C North as the regular season comes to a close. The Lynx are 12-3 and currently hold the 1 seed. This comes after last year when they were bounced in the first round of regionals by GSA as the 4 seed. The name of the game for them is efficiency. They average 7 runs a game and allow 3 runs a game. They just get the job done. But they're not content with simply winning baseball games, especially with the playoffs ahead.
Finding ways to win, it's nice, especially when you're in a tight game. You're able just to crawl back and scratch out a win. But you want to be able to put teams away sometimes.
We can't let that happen in the playoffs. So these close games are good and bad for us. It's good to just get in those games and make sure we're winning them. But it's also kind of testing our luck with how many close games we've gotten into.
And that early playoff exit last year has certainly lit a fire under the Lynx. And along with their obvious on-field prowess, they are using it as motivation for the playoffs. That factor has the team buzzing about a potential state run.
It's something that you kind of take to heart a little bit, especially like knowing those guys, growing up with them, always talking about like, let's go win a state title. That first playoff game we play, there's going to be a nice little edge.
I've dreamed about this since I was a little kid, and this feels like the first year that I can say we can do it. We can do it and have a good shot at it.
Okay, now let's go to Cameron Stadium for some Class A and B girls lacrosse. Brunswick coming up to visit Bangor. Late first half, Brunswick leading. Here's Kelsey Carlton straight off the draw. She takes this thing all by herself, all the way down past every Rams defender, gets in close, the shot, and it goes in. That extends the Dragons' lead. Later, Bangor's Ellie Cool passes it to Kirsten Daigle in traffic, and she weaves it into the net to cut into Brunswick's lead. To the second half, here comes Cecilia Slocum for Brunswick. She tries to convert off the bounce, but a great save there by Bangor's Hulda Matson. But then, Dragons threatening again. Who else? Kelsey Carlton getting all the way in and once again plopping it into the net for another goal. Dragons roll in this one. They win 17-5. And finally, congratulations to the Boston Celtics for forcing a Game 7 against the Miami Heat. They defeated the Heat Saturday night and will move on to Game 7 in Boston on Memorial Day. Well, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Are you looking for a custom sign that stands out? Look no further than Bangor Neon. We offer affordable sign options that will make your business stand out amongst the rest. Bangor Neon's experienced staff has been providing outstanding customer service for 75 years. Give us a call today.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
They needed help, so they asked for volunteers. In 24 hours, I was at the front.
And the captain said, well, we're going to be next. It'll be here in 2 minutes. We saw the torpedo coming in, and it hit us right in the middle. Big thump, but no big explosion. And all I could hear was about 1,000 whispers of, oh, thank you, God. Thank you so much.
I looked at the door, and out comes all these women with those beautiful uniforms on. I think a light bulb went off in my brain because I thought, I think that would be for me.
Who is it that's still living that was in World War II? I'm one of the youngest.
Our heroes, their own words. A special rebroadcast honoring Maine's World War II veterans this Memorial Day at 8 a.m. on Fox 22. Are you looking for a custom sign that stands out? Look no further than Bangor Neon. We offer affordable sign options that will make your business stand out amongst the rest. Bangor Neon's experienced staff has been providing outstanding customer service for 75 years. Give us a call today.
This summer, it's the U.S. versus the world.
Unbelievable!
The FIFA Women's World Cup, July on Fox.
Taking lessons from the classroom and applying them in real life. For fifth graders from the Holbrook School in Houghton, those lessons took them to Maplewood Cemetery in Clifton. Close to 40 students took a field trip to help remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice, placing flags and reading about some of Maine's heroes on this Memorial Day weekend.
We're placing flags everywhere on the spots with the flag holders, and it tells a lot about the person and what war they fought in.
We learned that people have died in honor of their country to save lives for people.
We are told that this act of service was also thought of as a way to remember Chief Chris Greeley from the Holden Police Department, who made acts of service part of his life's work. We lost Chief Greeley earlier this year, unexpectedly. A local town will be sharing a piece of Civil War history. The Blue Hill Historical Society will be showcasing its Gettysburg flag in recognition of Memorial Day weekend. What makes the flag so special is the uncertainty surrounding it, which still some historians till this day. No one knows where the flag came from, who made it, or even when it was made. Adding to the mystery is the name Jefferson Davis, the President of the Confederacy, is printed on the back of one of the stars of the flag.
The size makes it almost impossible to ever have been carried in a parade of any sort. It could have hung vertically on a building, or we just don't know. That's the bottom line, is we just don't know.
The Blue Hill Historical Society is asking any families that may have ties to the town to look through any historical records and documentation they may have in hopes they may shed some light on the flag. Just a previous update from the Bangor Tip a Cop event held at Applebee's in Bangor earlier Friday night. Bangor police officers worked alongside servers at Applebee's to garner tips and donations for Special Olympics in Maine. They served meals, drinks, and cleared tables while telling the public about why they're there. It seems the night was a roaring success. Sergeant Jason McCambly of Bangor PD tells us they raised roughly $1,005.75. Alongside all the proceeds will go towards Special Olympics in Maine. That's all for tonight. We hope you have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you back here at 10 tomorrow night. Stay safe.